ExJw turn G, you feel me? So look, we scrolling, damn, where was I at? Oh shit, yeah, right here. Damn, what the fuck? Okay, shit glitched out. Anyway, we got essential Bible teachings, right? So, as we know, the J-dubs feel that they are ran by the creator of the universe and that they are the one true religion. They also feel like everything that they teach and what they have, ooh, what is the purpose of life? Look, they feel like it's absolute truth, right? Look, these niggas know the purpose of life. They know what the purpose of life is. That's probably the biggest question, you feel me, that's on people's minds, right? Like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, what's the purpose of all this shit? These niggas say they got the answer. Now, as a group that presents themselves as having the absolute truth, the one true organization and religion on earth, an organization that's directly run by the creator of the universe, that's a big ass question, right? So if these people approach you and tell you that they have the answer to the purpose of life, that they have the truth, and you're going through some shit, you feeling vulnerable, you feel me? You gonna listen. They got the answer to the purpose of life, my nigga? Yeah, spill them beans. Let me see what it is. So let's see what the fuck they gotta say, since they claim they know.
All human life, what we do, experience.
Hold on, they got that Beethoven on this hoe? Hold on, or who that? That's Amadeus Mozart. Hold on, let me listen. Okay, stop playing with him.
All human life, what we do, experience and feel, happens here.
Oh my god, here
in a small corner of the universe.
And look, I want to know what y'all be thinking about this shit too, right? Because all the pictures of the planets and the earth and shit is all CGI, right? It's all fake. Like, we never seen like a real, like the real shit, right? So it's like everything we've been taught is a lie, right? So it's like we're just used to seeing these images, right? And thinking that's what the universe looks like, that's what the stars look like, but it's all CGI shit, right? And maybe I'm getting off. Let me just play this. Oh, man.
The more we learn, the more we wonder about the world and our place in it.
Yeah.
Does life have a purpose? Where did life come from?
Is that my boy Socrates?
Why are we here? We may look for meaning in the path we choose in life.
Okay.
One that makes a difference in the world.
Okay, for sure.
Or that might provide us with a secure future.
Oh, he rich, that's why she
And we may center our life on close relationships with family and friends.
Okay.
But do these things in themselves bring lasting satisfaction?
Okay, look. I feel like they could. I don't know, right? They talk about getting in a relationship, being married for a secure future, right? Having a career where you're making a difference, right? I don't fucking know. Let's see.
Often, the most we can hope to accomplish is to leave behind a fading memory of who we were and what we did. What is the key?
Alright, look, I feel like we gotta inspire the next generations to be better, right? And that's why I like making these videos too, because there's so much lies that we were taught. There's so much lies, because nobody knows what happens when we die. Nobody can say what happens when you die, because nobody has ever died and came back to say it, right? So it's like, while we're here, if there's younger ones growing up under us, at least motivate them and inspire them to be the best they can, right? To have an open mind, right? To believe in themselves, right? Because they teach you here through the religion that everything that you do now is going to be the result of whether you live or not after you die. And it's like, I don't know. I mean,
to finding lasting enjoyment and purpose in life.
Oh, man.
The Bible says that we are created with a spiritual need, just like our need for food.
Really?
If we do not satisfy our spiritual hunger, we will never feel truly fulfilled. God invites us to know Him.
Okay. And even if that's true, right? If we were created with a spiritual need, right? Because a lot of people do wonder that shit, right? So if that's connected to spirituality, okay, cool. But that's not what this is, right? This is an organization where they're going to control, monitor, and manipulate you for the rest of your life, or however long that you're associated with them, right? But once you get baptized, that is a lifelong commitment to this organization that you are making.
Through His word, the Bible, to learn how to get the most out of life.
That's why I don't fuck with organized religions.
I, Jehovah, am your God. The one teaching you to benefit yourself. The one guiding you in the way you should walk. If only you would pay attention to my commandments, then your peace would become just like a river, and your righteousness like the waves of the sea. To worship God and to benefit from His guidance is the real purpose of life.
Okay. Hold on, what? What do you say?
Waves of the sea. To worship God.
To worship God, okay.
And to benefit from His guidance.
And to benefit from His guidance.
Is the real purpose of...
Is the real purpose of life. Okay. Okay, even if that were true, and it might, I don't fucking know, right? I don't know. But even if it is, Everybody's life is completely different. Even if we attend the same event, we can both leave with different impressions of the event. I could have loved it, you could have hated it, even though it was the same shit we saw, right? So life is 100% individual. It's how you perceive things in your mind. So I don't feel like there is a one-size-fits-all, join this religion and find God. I feel like that's a personal journey that you have to go on by yourself. And I feel like when you sit in the silence with yourself, you kind of get closer to that. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this shit out, right? But it just doesn't make sense that it would be done this way through an organization, through dedicating your life to the organization. And then because of that, now you have to go to these meetings 3 times a week. You have to go tell other people about it on the weekends. You have to go to the conventions when they hold them, the assemblies when they hold them. Like, it just doesn't make sense that way. That just seems like a lot of control. I feel like religion came in and just fucked up this idea, right? Because spirituality and religion is not the same thing. Being spiritual and being religious is not the same thing. And they kind of blurred the lines on that and combined the two.
Life. And he doesn't want our life to end. If we accept that truth, we can have a life with real purpose, both now and forever.
And then you got this fake-ass CGI sky.
To learn more about what the Bible says about this and many other topics, go to jw.org.
Or figure that shit out. Sit in the silence in your own mind and figure it out.